have no plan for this, how I'm gonna talk about this, no idea of structure or anything like that, so I'm just gonna probably ramble until I guess it makes sense. But yeah, so let's talk about this. So my boyfriend's name is Alex, and we met, I guess the most understandable way to put it would be through our church. At least it's, yeah, that makes sense. So yes, we met through a church like a few years ago. I don't even know when, 2015 maybe? Yeah, I think so. He moved out here for school, for trade school. He went to trade school, so he's kind of like a genius. Just saying. I think he is. I think he's smart. He doesn't think he's smart, but he's smart. Okay. Yes, I am definitely making this more complicated than it has to be. So I'm pretty sure we met in 2015 when he moved out here through a church, and we just built a friendship from there. You know, got to know each other, all that kind of stuff. And our very first encouragement date, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know what you would call it if you're not a disciple, but yes, I will never forget it because it's like one of my favorite memories of us, and it perfectly sums up, well, not perfectly and not entirely, but it does sum up a good chunk of what our relationship is. So we were doing a group scavenger hunt thing, and we broke up by couple, of course, and we were in JCPenney looking for something green, and by this time it was fall, so you know, everything's like orange and yellow and red and all that, and I was freaking out because we couldn't find something green. And I said, I'm making this more complicated than it has to be, because I was just talking to myself, and I was like freaking out and stressed out and all that over like a scavenger hunt. I do that. Anyways, so I said that, and he just said yes. Just imagine me, little me, running around like stressed out, crazy, whatever, and I'm like, I'm making this so complicated, and he's just slowly following me, and all quiet, and he just says yes. Yeah, anyways. I can't say with 100% certainty when I started liking him or started being interested in him, but I can tell you that I don't know. It's kind of complicated just because I'm complicated. So I, for the longest time, probably subconsciously was interested in him, but I think once I started like feeling it, and I started like I noticed that I started words. I would like basically come up with reasons not to like him, and it took me years to even tell my disciple or mentor or whatever that I was even interested in him. But it's probably a good thing, because I had a lot to work on, and I even like when I would even think about like dating in general, I was like, I'm so not ready for that, because I'm just a hot mess. I have too much to work on right now. Anyways, so stuff happens. There's I don't know, like life, and yeah, so and then I don't know, I'm just complicated. Like I said, I was in denial at first, but then I was like, screw it, yes, I am totally interested in him. And then I found out that the interest was mutual. It took forever too. And I tried my best not to act weird. I mean, I'm already weird enough, but like yeah, whatever. Apparently he had been planning, I didn't know this, but apparently he'd been planning to ask me to be his girlfriend for a while, a few couple weeks, I don't know, but it just didn't work out, like scheduling wise, and there were a bunch of things that were happening. Anyways, so he asked me to go on an encouragement date to the mountains, you know, hiking with Sarah and Sydney, and I'm like, yeah, because I've been dying to go hiking forever, okay, and we'd been trying to schedule a time where we can both go hiking together, and it finally worked out, so I was super excited. I had no clue, okay, so I don't know where we went specifically, but it was in the mountains. That's all you need to know, really. Somewhere in the Colorado mountains. Anyways, so yeah, we get to the top of the mountain. We'll just chill here. So we got to the top of this mountain, and we were like eating our snacks, and I was drinking Pepsi. Sarah had something, I don't know what. We were just chilling, and it was totally cool. And then he asked, he was like, so what are some of your guys' favorite memories? And so we just go around saying our favorite memories. I don't know what else said. I have terrible memory, and then, well, but especially when I'm asked to remember something, if that makes sense. Because if you ask me, hey, what's your memory? I'll be like, I don't remember anything suddenly, all of a sudden. But yeah, Sarah said hers, Sydney said his, or maybe it was the other way around, and then I went, took me forever to think of something. and then he went, oh, what did he say? Gosh, I wish I'd filmed this sooner so that I could remember. I have it, or I don't know like how I missed this, but Sarah and Sydney filmed it, and it was windy. I'll put the clip in here, him asking me to be his girlfriend. I'll put that in here, but it was windy, so you might not be able to hear it that well, to hear what we're saying that well. He said, but I want to make more memories or something like that. I was like, oh, that's nice. And then he pulls out, where is it? He pulls out this, right, with all of these gorgeous dead roses. Can we just talk about them? Yes. He pulls this out, and I don't have it with me. He has it right now, but he pulls out this black, like, what is it, velvet or something? No, not velvet, not leather, whatever, photo album book thing, and it had almost every card that I'd ever written him. You're like, oh, I had such a great time, da da da, I hope we can hang out again, whatever, you know, every card I'd ever wrote him, all of the tickets from the movies that we've been to, the Denver Museum of Nature and Science tickets when we went twice together. And so I was like, oh, this is so, I don't know, looking back, I'm like, I am so, not stupid, but just like naive or something. I don't know why I didn't get it, why it didn't click, but I just thought at the time, I was like, oh, this is nice, this is awesome, you know, because we're like on a date, he's just like giving me something, encouraging me, you know, totally normal. So yeah, he handed me that, and he just said, I put this together, and it's not full because I hope we can make more memories and keep them in there or something like that. And I was like, oh, cool. And then he asked me, I guess, I can't, he was like, he said something, all I remember is, what did he say? Would you like to be my girlfriend, or would you do? I just remember the word girlfriend. And I was like, oh, or I was like, once he asked that and I realized what was happening and I saw Sarah filming, I was like, oh, I got all awkward and weird. I got so weird. I'm so annoyed at how weird I was and just timid and ugh. Why couldn't I have been normal? So, and I like hid my face with the book that he gave me. And I said yes. I said yes twice, but no one heard me the first time. Cause I was just like, oh my God. And my mind just left me.
Sarah, it is kind of bad, but there's a bright side.
Okay.
The way that this one works is it's hard and then flat. Hard and then flat.
Okay. My mama did though. Like a month ago? It's her second time going. You're so funny, Will.
Is she snapping things again? Oh, is that little kid? Oh man, this is fun.
Oh, sweet.
Somebody was climbing. And they lost their brush. Do not have a brush.
This is so cool. I wanna go in there. I could probably fit through there.
Cool, huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's the perfect spot. You could wash right here. It's gonna be like a washing pond.
Water supply?
Yeah.
Can you legit drink it out?
Yeah.
Can I try some?
Drink it out here. Just don't do it now, because you know. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna walk in.
Don't look down.
Just listen. Just listen. Ready?
Yeah.
You just keep going. Rule number 5.
Okay, that's cool.
You guys ready?
I was born ready.
You snapping me still?
Is what you went to
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Are these real?
Yeah, that's real.
Wait. Did you burn them or no? Wait, how are they? Okay, never mind. That's cool. Did you buy them like this?
No, it took time. There we
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
So all the cards that I still have are in there.
Are you serious?
Yep.
I mean, it's so cool that you keep them because, well, I only keep them. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was never not like this. 'Cause I was like, I don't even know if he likes when I do that. 'Cause I don't even need to sign it if I do that. Like,
card that you hand me or that I give you, I'm gonna put in there. And the whole reason behind this, and me making this, and actually putting them in something instead of just having them in my Bible, which is where I've kept all of them stashed this entire time.
Are you serious? Is that why you
Dead
don't let me
serious.
look at your Bible?
Yes, that is exactly why.
Wow. Okay, I always wondered. I was like, you're really okay. I mean, that's good because it means you're hyper spiritual. But
Yes, I kept all of them. I kept them all in there. The whole reason behind all this, the reason why I came up here, is because I would like to ask you a question.
Yay! Oh my God! Hey, it's all on camera. Got you on camera.
No.
It's okay. Only all the Facebook's gonna see. it.
Whatever. Oh my gosh. Thank you. This is awesome.
Oh, go.
Brain freeze.
Is it a video or a picture?
It was a video. Yes. So every time I go to that mountain now, I'm a remember that. And he chose that mountain for a specific reason. I don't know if he would want me to tell you guys or not, but I kind of wish he was here to explain his point of view. But I was totally clueless the whole time, a total like ditz about it. I'm like looking back, I'm like, really? And Sarah posted the video on Facebook and everything, and everyone was like, finally. And who was it? Erica, she said, I've been waiting so long for this or something like that. And I was like, okay. And everyone knew except for me. And I didn't know this, but he actually asked my dad if he could ask me like a week, I think, before or something like that. And I was like, Daddy, you knew this whole time. And then my little brother, or youngest brother, Dominic, he was like, I told you. He was like, see, I told you so. And I was like, yes, you did. Because like a year or something before that, he was like, you know Alex likes you, right? And I was like, he said it out of nowhere. I was like, no, he doesn't. This is how I am about these things. I've never dated before. One of my favorite things about our relationship is that we got to build that friendship first, if that makes sense. And it's not weird, if that makes sense. Like, we have a stronger foundation because we took our time. Yeah. So that's that. I hope that was satisfactory. If not, I apologize. Yeah. Okay, yes. I love all of you, and I will see you in my next video, whenever that will be, whatever that will be. Okay. Okay, bye.